We've used it before. Alan Temple, Bob Temple. You're as young as the man you feel, my nan used to say. I don't think she realised I'd take it that literally. Have a wonderful evening. Creak, creak, crunch. Good evening, friends. Good evening and welcome this fine Thursday to Little Port Christian Spiritualists. It's good to see you here. Thank you for coming out. I know outside it seems dark and wet. Well, it is winter and it's raining, so of course it is. But inside it is warm, it is bright, and if you look on the raffle table, it's a bit fruity as well because there's pineapple. So we will raise the rafters, raise the vibrations, and raise the energies to bring a connection between us and the spirit world, to bring unity not just between heaven and earth, but between earth and earth, to bring upliftment, love, and we hope from time to time a little bit of laughter, because those are the things that keep us going. And of course, to keep us going each week, we also need a medium. And this week, we welcome, it seems like a life's age of mankind, but it's not that long on the grand scheme. Please welcome our medium member, right, the lovely Lynda with a Y Rose. You knew it's been so long, I've got to get that one in. Not a chance, not a chance. But thank you for coming. It is appreciated, and we know we're in safe hands. So we are. I know that the Spirit is moving amongst us, as the saying goes. So, friends, let us join together and open this service in the way we normally do, by coming together and sending out our thoughts, our prayers, affirmations, and intentions as we open this evening and say, Great Spirit, divine, universal source of all, we thank you. We thank you for this opportunity to come together as friends, to unite under a banner of love, of hope, and of friendship. As we come together, Great Spirit, we ask that the veil be lifted, that our loved ones may draw close, to bring insight, confirmation, connection, and peace, to demonstrate that life truly is eternal, and to prove the continuity of life. And so as we place this service in your care and keeping, we make that statement as ever, that everything we do is in love, is in truth, and is in light. Amen. Well, friends, notices. Really, really big one. In actual fact, I'd say it's huge. Cool, don't do that 2 times tonight. Our huge announcement, of course, reminder that we are not just back next Thursday, but we're back on Saturday. We will be in this hall having a wonderful mind, body and spirit event. There's lots to do. There'll be mediumship and food and healing and food and crystals and food and crafts and food and lots of lovely things to do. So it is between 11 and in this hall, so we do look forward to welcoming as many people as can come to join in the festivities and fun. And hey, there might be a few trinkets and treats and things that you can buy as top-up Christmas presents before the time comes, because we're in December now. It's that time of year when we actually get to say things like, snow is falling all around me, children playing, having fun. 'Tis the season of love and understanding. Merry Christmas from the Smurfs. And not have people try and lynch you for singing a Christmas song, even though my other half probably still will. But it is that time of year when we come together in celebration of unity, of hope, and of coming together and really, in terms of our philosophy, segueing perfectly from the notices, because that's it, segueing into the philosophy. That's really what Spirit have been getting me to talk about this week, I know. So if you're in a workshop or a circle, because it's the same theme, but on a varied spectrum. And that's the funny thing, because today in a workshop we was talking about lights and how it's on a varied spectrum, on how light is made up of multiple colours. One of the things that I'm reminded of as I speak of these things is that back in the early days of progressive, expanding and evolving, emerging scientific understanding, the artists of the time were really quite boggled and their noses really quite put out of joint, because you'd got these sciencey types saying, well, of course, when you shine different lights of different colours, so have a candle shining through a filter and it projects this particular light. You know, combine all of the different of the rainbow, it shines a white light. And of course, artists were sitting there frowning, frustrated, and saying, no, 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 no. When you mix all of the colours together, you get brown and dark brown and near black. And here's the thing. It was simply because we hadn't evolved our understanding. We hadn't explored. And one of the things that this tells us is that we should explore. Because light being the highest, the most powerful, the great white spirit, we're talking about white light being the ultimate achievement. That's made up of all the colours of the rainbow. Each one of us, we are our own shade. We are our own style. We are our own variety. We all exist as part of a great spectrum. It's only when we come together that the white light shines the brightest. And we must recognize that even though current understanding may find some things difficult to accept, always throughout history, the greatest advancement of understanding, the greatest developments in progressing our thinking has come by challenging understanding, by saying, let's break it down and have a look. Let's have an investigate. How many people spent their childhood with broken radios? I know I did, because I'd get them and I'd pull them apart to try and figure out how they worked, but I couldn't figure out how to put them together again. But with practice, you manage to figure out how to put them back together again. And when you've done that, they work. And you know how they work. If something goes awry, you can fix it. If something's not quite right, you have an idea what it is. Wouldn't it be nice if we could look at life like that? If we could look at emotions, mental health, feelings, and each other in that way, rather than assuming that a bit's just pointless and not necessary and not putting it back in, recognizing that each cog is essential. When we look at the spectrum, when we look at the rainbow, if we were to take out one single colour, we wouldn't get the white light. We'd get close to it, but it wouldn't be spot on white light. What that tells us, what that helps us understand by observing, analysing, and figuring out, is that everyone is an equal part. Everyone is equally essential. And as the days and weeks and months roll ahead, as we roll past the darkest day and the light starts coming back into our lives, as we roll into a new year, as we start another spring and summer, having gone past the fact that there will never be another episode of Stranger Things again, or at least a new one anyway, we can look at each other, pull each other together, and create a shining white for all of us. That's what spirituality is about. Not disconnection, not being the best, not being better or louder, but just being together. Because that is how we are in spirit. A unified ocean of energy, all blended and merged into one, separated by no borders and boundaries. People say, wouldn't it be nice if it could be like that? Right here, right now. Well, it can. We just have to try harder. God bless you all, and thank you for listening. And so now is the time in our service when we have a reading, and I am going to pass over this week to Caroline, who's been wired up and she's loading it up onto a screen. So please welcome to the front, Caroline!
Hi. Right, this week's reading is called Love. What is love, you ask yourself, especially if you've been put back on the shelf? Don't lose hope, love will find you soon. When you least expect it, you will swoon over someone new who is right for you, to make you smile and not feel blue. Spend time together and build trust. To have love, this is a must. Love is here, love is there, just look and see it's everywhere. Couples holding hands, that little spark. Children laughing and playing in the park. The world needs love to continue on, for all of us to stay upon. We must learn to rid ourselves of hate. That way we can change our fate. So let's all be happy and look for love. After all, it's what is wanted from above.
Bang. Woo! Well, yes. I think it can be safely said that that ties in beautifully. Thank you to you and your guides, Caroline. Lovely, lovely. And I've seen the conversations going on. Please don't think I'm ignoring you. I'd like to say hello to everyone watching, in particular to our Reverend Tony. We are thinking of you, my friend. So now is the time in our service when we are going to have our healing. And it's one of those times when I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go because there's been plot planning going on. And I did say that it's healing month. So to lead us in the healing and tell me what's going on, please welcome our healing leader, Tony.
Thank you. I don't know why you think anybody's been plotting and planning. We did that earlier.
Well, yes.
We can do it again if it...
I think that was what was discussed, wasn't it?
Okay.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. But doing it again? Oh, okay. I'm only the healing leader. I don't know what's going on. In a few moments, please, your healing thoughts are required for the following. Nick, Harold, Ryan, our own Adrian Peachy and Carnes, and Tony and Michael, who were just referenced a few seconds ago. So please, when we ask you, put your healing thoughts out to those. If there's anybody in tonight who would like some close proximity, hands-on, hands-off, next to me healing, please just raise a hand. Come on, yeah, 3. Oh, here we go. Healers, if you'd like to go and find a hand that's raised. Oh, yes, are we there? Yes, we are. Very good. Okay, what about healing music? Yes?
Yeah.
Oh, jolly good. As ever, just a few words from me. Great Spirit, would you please, at our request, send your healing powers down through our healers to the recipients who've asked, but at the very same time, please protect them from anything they don't want to receive. Healers, you know who to ask, you know how to ask. You have approximately 3 minutes to do your best. Thank you.
Great Spirit, Father, Mother God, divine source of the universe and great Creator. Here we bring unto you all those listed in all the healing books throughout the land. Be they sick in mind, body, spirit, or soul, that it may please thee to heal them, those we know, those we do not know, those that have no one to ask for them. We ask for them now. Those we know, those we do not know, those that have no one to ask for them. We ask for them now. They sick in mind, body, spirit, or soul, that it may please thee to heal them, those we know, those we do not know, those that have no one to ask for them. We ask for them now.
Thank you, healers. If you can just say your thank yous and bring yourselves back. And if any of you want to experience the infamous Reverend Alan Sutton's healing rope, we're going to be using it again just at the end of tonight's service. So please come and join in.
Put the parachute in reverse. Ooh. Thank you. You're very welcome. And we're back on the big screen. Well, friends, in a few moments, I am going to stay sat down because I've got a comfortable position. In a few moments, we are going to hand over the rest of our evening, of course, to the lovely Lynda. Please remember that should she come to you, please answer in a clear voice, yes, no, don't know. Don't feed the medium, they will bite your hand off. I've seen the claw marks in this one.
I'm hungry.
She's hungry. She's hungry. But do send her your love and uplifting thoughts. And should the curtains start twitching and the chairs start spinning, it's probably just to do with the wind and nothing else, as we worked out in the previous month's workshops. But have a wonderful, uplifting evening. Send out your thoughts. And please welcome to the platform for the rest of the evening our medium tonight, Lynda Rose.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
It's
I like
nice
your
to be
dress.
back. Oh, thank you. You want to borrow it?
Yeah, why not?
Thank you. Take my shoes off. So, yeah, I haven't been here for a long while actually. So, and I haven't been working had this flu thing that's been going around. So, I've just started back at work. I'm not contagious, but it does knock you for six, this flu. Obviously, as you get maturer, it affects you more. That's what I'm saying anyway. All right, lovely. Can I come to the lady there, please, in the pinkish top there? May I work for you, lovely? Thank you. I do have a gentleman that's with you. Okay, this gentleman, I'm going to say he says he's tall, dark and handsome because that's how they often come through. All right, so I know he's got a gift of the gab, this gentleman. Okay, and as I'm looking at him, he's quite thinning on his hair and his head. It's there's not so much on the top here, and he shows me he's quite broad as well. I know I'm not really, really tall, even though he says I'm tall, dark and handsome. So I feel that I would say he's about 5'10", I want to say, in height. And I just know with this man that he has a very loving heart, all right, very, very giving and supporting gentleman. But also, if you was to ruffle his feathers, you would know about it as well. So he had his boundaries around him. Okay, you understand who I have here? Yeah, lovely. And with this, I've got the name George coming in, so I give you the name George, all right? Sometimes you take them, sometimes you can't, but I've got George calling out here. It may even be the gentleman that I've got through, and then that's a bonus, okay? But I do know that this gentleman's here for you because he's shown me that you're doing a lot of juggling with life at the moment. And can I put a horse in the past for you, please? I've got a horse here in the past. You understand that? Right. It's just it's behind you, so I know it's in the past. All right. Whether it was yours, whether it's one that used to go and feed, I don't know. But it's brown. It's a browny colour. This horse. Okay. And also, so just going back to juggling, it's like, come on, you need to put your boundaries in now, is what he's saying. You need to put your boundaries in, okay, in life. So it is, you know, when you go through life and there's so much you're doing and you're juggling everything, you need boundaries so that you don't have to juggle so much. That's what he's coming through to tell you. All right. So, and I know you've got a puzzled face, but it will all fall into place. Okay. Because I can see this gentleman, he's talking to me, so I'm telling you what he's telling me. All right. You know, he talks about somebody with a bad back around you as well. Okay. There's somebody with a bad lower back. That's it's a little bit crippling. It's the words he's using. And also, I know that whoever that is needs some healing at the moment, and they're going through an emotional time. So having a job to release stuff from the past. Okay, it can be family, it can be friends, it can be work colleagues. You know, you have to neighbours. You have to open up to it. All right. But there is definitely some healing, and
a nice cuppa. I think this gentleman would like to sit round and have people talk with him. All right, he's here on the earth plane. Okay, so he's somebody I feel that there's an emotional side to him, and this is why his back is hurting him and giving him pain at the moment. All right. Okay, I also got somebody, a little lady in the with a frame that she would have used as well with her walking, supporting. She used to be a very fast lady when she was here on the earth plane. All right, she was quite fast in her movements, but she's oh, all right. She's talks about fluctuance. She's talked about flux as well. So it was something that couldn't control when she was walking around, but that was when she was older and she had the frame. That's what she's talking about. Okay. These are all like memory links or references to who I have from the spirit world for you. Have a little bit of guidance there as well. Yeah, but you have free will, so it's up to you whether you take that guidance. All right. But lots of love from those in the spirit world for yourself. Okay, I will just want to take you to after I want to take you to after Christmas. There must have been a passing, I do believe, just after Christmas. All right, you understand that? Yeah. So I've got to take you back there. That was really sad. I know all partings are sad, but that was really sad. That was maybe an unnatural passing. That's what I'm being shown. I know that yeah, that's what I've been given. It wasn't a natural passing, but that's whatever that is meant. Whatever that means to you. All right. So lots of love from the spirit world. They just keep coming back with things. So, but I need to stop them now. All right. Thank you for working with us. Thank you. Can I come to you, please? Thank you. It's all right for work with you. Yeah. Now, you understand damned if you do and damned if you don't going on around you at the moment, lovey. Yeah? Okay. And I've got a lady that's drawing close to you. This lady, she was a bit sort of, a bit teachery, like she would tell you what to do. And I feel there was a strictness with this lady as well. I'm looking at her, I'm looking at you, so I know that there's a family resemblance here, lady. I know as I'm talking here, I don't know whether my teeth want to fall out or I've got false teeth, but I know, or there might be in some sort of lisp, but I know there was something to do with her communication. All right, so I'm not sure whether it was the end or whether it's just how she was. Oh yeah, okay, thank you. She spoke too fast, she said. She would talk very quickly and overtake herself sometimes. All right. I just know with this lady also that she was quite, as I say, she was quite on the go. I feel as though I'm a little bit rounded here with her, but a lot slimmer above parts, yeah. And also I feel as though I've either got flat feet or I've got flat shoes on that I would wear. I feel that her legs were slim. Would you understand that? She's showing me her legs, and they look as though they're long legs. I'll just go back and see what she's in here, because she's showing me her legs. Her legs, oh, okay. Would you understand her legs sort of never had much shape to them? They went straight down, if that makes sense. There wasn't shape to them. That's what she's showing me. Now, would you, sorry, would you understand that there was a swelling of her feet before she went to the spirit world? No, you don't understand that either. Okay, so what are you trying to say? Would you understand that in the family, the lady's legs go straight down? There isn't much shape to them. I don't know, I can't say either. All right, okay, so that's what she Now, why are you bringing that in? On the spirit is my right, okay. Then, but would you understand one of her relatives is here on the earth plane? Right, okay. I just want to go to the ladies. The ladies, there's something to do with the ladies' legs. So can I just leave that with you? Because she's going by the shapes, have the same shape, maybe bodies or legs. All right, if that makes sense. Because, yeah, she's talking about that. Feathers. Oh, that's interesting. You connect with the angels, lovey. The angels. Do you have? Is there angel? Do you have angel pictures or little ornaments of angels around you? Do you pray to the angels? No. Okay. Feathers. What's feathers to you then? What does feathers mean to you? Loved ones around? Right. Okay. Because I know the angels are here for you. Okay. Would you understand that the angels are here to bring you upliftment? Yeah. Okay. Because that's why that feather scent is purple. So it's about protection as well. All right. So you're needed protection, and this is for your health and for upliftment. You understand that? I get it. And so then, would you understand? I still need to go to legs. They don't. When I got it right, they keep coming back and back and back. Would you understand that you're struggling with your walking, or there's something to do your legs? Then can you understand that somebody around you then? Moment in time. Go with me. With the shapes. Does there need to be more walking? Do you need to do more walking? Don't feel right either. Okay. Right, what does it mean? Right, I'm going to have to think on, because all I keep taking back to is all the ladies' legs. So there's something to do with either the shape of the legs or the not energy, but the I have to go with the shape, because she keeps bringing that in. There's something to do with the shape of her legs. All right. I will try and connect later and see what she's trying to say, but she just keeps coming back to that and coming back to that. Okay. Right, we're going to have to move on from that one, my lovely. All right, thank you. You would understand there's somebody in the spirit world who their memory wasn't as good as what they should have been when they passed the spirit world. Okay. So you can take that, so I know you can take the legs, all right? But I just haven't quite got it. Connection. Okay. Right. So I feel that with yourself, they're coming in with so much love and healing for you. All right. I also know that there is a gentleman in the spirit world as well who wouldn't have made old bones. Would you understand that? And that gentleman's coming in with a lot of love. Yeah. And I feel that's I know we have family love, but this is a deeper love. You understand? And I feel this gentleman who's coming in now, he might not have done it when he was here on the earth plane, but I know there's a lot of healing coming in on your shoulders from him, because that is on a pure love link. Does that make sense? Beautiful. And I've got to give you the name of Harry, because Harry's been called out. All right, the name Harry. And I also need to just say to you that sometimes you lose hope and sometimes you're galloping. Yeah. And when you're losing hope, that's the time when you need to actually sit with yourself a lot more than what you do. All right, and connect. Know that the angels are here with you and supporting you, giving you so much love. All right. But also this gentleman who is really standing there quite clearly now, and very, very handsome man. All right, and I want to say young man. All right, so that makes sense. Yeah. And with this one, would you understand that he's saying sorry? Would you understand that? He's coming, I'm sorry. And okay, I think we're going to leave that so I realise what's happening. All right. Yeah, lots of love. Thank you. I can speak to you afterwards a bit more, I think. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for working with us. All right, you sit there. I'll do my own water. How's your feeling? All right. Right, let's see if we can get some stuff going here. Can I work with you, lovey? Thank you. You know that lady there, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Can you understand with yourself as well? That's been called out. All right, so I have a gentleman here for you. All right, he's got where their energy is a little bit flatter. This gentleman's got higher energy. Yeah, and he's quite a busy man. He's like, I'm doing all what I can. I'm doing everything. Yeah. And I feel he done that right up to before he passed the spirit world. He was a very, very busy man. Okay. I do want to put him more in his 60s, 70s when there was the passing to the spirit world. All right. And I feel it was quick as well. He's making me feel that he passed quickly. All right. I also know I've got to go either with pneumonia or something as well. I don't know whether it's with him or somebody else who's coming in here. I've got to go pneumonia. I feel this gentleman maybe would have had pneumonia before he passed the spirit world, but it's not. I feel that the passing is what he passed with is not relevant to the. It's gone. Does that make sense? It's all right. I forget what I've said. That's the thing. But can you understand that this gentleman, he was, I feel he was either part of the community or there was a lot of people that loved him. A lot of people that loved him. Does that make sense to you? Beautiful. And also, I feel that he would walk in the room and that he would light up the room. All right, he had charisma. I won't say charisma. Right, I want to say there wasn't a bad bone in his body, even though maybe some people. You know what? I'm feeling with him. He's somebody that would come in a room and hold space. All right, everybody knew they couldn't. There was boundaries there, and they would never get past those boundaries. So he's making me feel there would have been people, even though he had love, and there would have been certain people that would have tried to get one over on him, and it would never happen. Yeah, and they were the I don't want to say haters, but they were the ones that disliked him. Yeah, because they never got one over on him. But he did, when he walked around, he didn't show that. He showed he had this charisma and this light about him. All right, and I don't know whether it's with him, but would you understand medication? I don't know if that's somebody else that's coming in. Yeah, I've got medication and I'm really, my feet are not working properly. My legs are not working properly. I don't think it's this gentleman. This is somebody else that's coming in. Yeah. like I don't know what, I think it's male energy that I've got coming in here. Does that make sense? And on my knees, they're burning. My knees are burning. He's going, yeah. And I feel that I'm shorter as well. I've got short with this gentleman. I'm shorter. Oh, and I've got false teeth as well because they're sort of coming out. Yeah, and I dribbled. I used to dribble. He said, but I used to make people laugh. Yeah, I used to make them because I could laugh at me because there was no other way forward than laughing at me. Yeah, lovely. He's a beautiful soul, misunderstood gentleman, but a beautiful soul. Sorry, I've got somebody else coming in here. Who's this for you? You understand? You've got to start talking your truth to somebody. Yep, that's what this is about. I don't know if you've been getting it, but that's about speaking your truth. Okay. Sometimes we hide up a bit and we don't want to hurt people. But then nobody knows where they stand if everybody goes around not wanting to hurt people. And this person doesn't realise that they're hurting others. And I feel you're the one who needs to speak out because you're the one who won't throw your toys out the pram. You're the one who says it in a nice way. Yeah. Even though it's easier for you to keep quiet, but it's not easier in the long run. Okay, it's not going to be easier in the long run. Okay, I've got to go to after Christmas with you, just after Christmas. Would you understand a baby going to the spirit world, please, or a little one? A fetus, maybe, I'm not sure. It's just after Christmas, December. Can you take that? Yeah, you can take it. All right. Yeah. But it's just after Christmas, I think. And would you understand somebody passing just before Christmas? Yeah? Okay. Well, they're all around you and they're all with you, but they are pleased with the way you are moving forwards along your spiritual journey. All right? Do you do the drumming as well? Yeah, because I can see you with the drum. I know you do the healing because I've seen, but the drum, I can see you with the drum. And that takes you into a different world. You understand? And that's beautiful. It's about time too, they're saying. About time too. I feel you have been quite rigid with the way you're thinking, but now your horizon is opening up, which is beautiful because that's how it should be, isn't it? Which is beautiful. Okay, so your message really is from your loved ones is, yeah, speak your truth now. All right. Okay, so much love from them in the spirit world. Thank you for working with us. Thank you. Lady at the back there, please. May I work with you, lovely? Thank you. I'm scratching my head so you're not quite sure what to be doing at the moment. Would you understand? You're at crossroads and it's like, if I go that way, I feel that you've got an insight now that makes you realise if I go that way, you work it out. If you go that way, you're working it out. So you're not quite sure what way to go at the moment, all right? Just give me this information. Okay, thank you. I've got a lady that's drawn close to you. She says it how it is. That's, yeah. Plain and simple. I say it how it is. Yeah. And so I do feel with her that there would be no mucking around. People, oh gosh, I feel I've got a big family with this lady. Yeah. And I feel that they used to say what they want to say and then run. And they used to run muck around. So does that make sense? And a clip round the ear as well that you'd get, you know, or a kick up the butt. This is how she's coming through. But I want to say, beautiful energy, lovely to work with her because she'll raise the vibrations, yeah. But and I feel that it's all done in a jokey manner, but it's not really. Does that make sense? So people, you know, her family would do it in a jokey manner. But would you understand that she was the post that everybody clung to when things went wrong? Yeah, she would help people, you know. She wouldn't take it if somebody was trying to pull the wool over her eyes. She wouldn't take that at all. But she was actually, how can I say, she would help a sinking ship if it was going down. You know, she would do everything she could. I feel she would take her coat off of her back and give it to somebody if they needed it. That's the type of lady she was when she was here on the earth plane. I do feel that I haven't got much weight on me when I went to the spirit world. So I feel that she either lost weight or she wasn't very big anyway. Going self to miss. Yeah? Okay. Because that's what I'm saying. She's not, I don't know if she was big like earlier on in life, but she's showing herself slim to me. So I've the words come out my mouth is later on in life. So I know that she would have lost the weight. I have got somebody else that's just coming in with big boobies because her hands are under, yeah, and that's how she would be. You know who this is, I don't know. But she's just coming in, she's very rounded, this lady, but she has got big booty and a big butt as well. She's showing me, bless her. She can be quite cheeky as well, I feel, very cheeky. All right. And they're both lovely souls. But I feel one's from one side of the family and one's from the other side of the family, yeah? So I've got separate families here. But they both liked a bit of sherry, and I know that they both liked a family do. Yeah, a family do. All right. Now, I don't know. I was going to. Can you take a banana? I'm looking at you, but I've got to say that to you. With one of them, it's a memory link. I'm being shown a banana. That's why I've got to look at you when I'm saying it over there.
I know what it's about.
You know what it's about. Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
Later.
You'll have to talk about it later, all right?
Yeah.
I just the bananas. That's what I can see is this banana. All right. Also, this I'm going to use this banana again. Would you understand that somebody needs some upliftment around you? There's somebody. Would this be Mum? I want to actually pick her up. I want to give her a little shake as well. Does that make sense? And she's on the earth plane, of course. Yeah. Would you understand also with Mum that she's taken a lot of your energy at the moment? You'd understand that. This is what these ladies are saying, that you're giving a lot. You're giving a lot, and you're taking a lot as well. Does that make sense? Because I feel Mum doesn't say the right things sometimes, and a little bit hurtful at times. Yeah, and that's where you're taking, but you're giving your energy as well. Because, you know, like if I was to say to you, damned if you do and damned if you don't, I feel that that's a little bit there. You can't seem to do anything right at the moment, okay? All right, I do feel that you can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink because she's very stubborn. All right, she's very, very stubborn. So your message is look after you, okay? Because your energy is a bit thin. You know, you're putting your energy out too far. Does that make sense to you? And have you just hurt your foot? Yeah. Okay. So some healing for that. You need to look where you're going. So she's saying, all right, okay. And you laugh at yourself as well, don't you? Yeah, when you do things. Okay. Oh, so that's all I've got for you. Okay. Can you take a pig? A literal a pig. I think you've got to go back in time with that one. It'd be like nans, granddads. Sometimes they had the pig at the end of the garden. I've got this pig. It's a memory link.
Yes, Sid.
All right, you can take that. All right, okay. Because I'm just going to give you this pig, and it's actually it's got this saliva all around its mouth. It's showing me that. All right, that's it. Yeah, I feel that Spirit are raining beautiful things for you. All right. And don't be too impatient because things will start unfolding for you in the new year. Okay? And you'll know exactly what way to go because you'll be taking charge of yourself. All right? Thank you for working with us. Thank you.
And just for your information, Mother was watching.
Oh.
And I can confirm.
Sorry.
I can confirm, actually. I thought it was something that I remembered, but I've just had confirmation. She used to mash up bananas for you lot for breakfast.
Ah, okay. Right, lovely. Okay.
And Grandad grew up in the Pig and Whistle, but they also lived opposite the cattle market. And every Monday, the pigs and the cows would go in over the road down where the dentist is on Newnham Street in Ely now. So,
all right, okay.
there we go.
Wow.
And Mum says hi.
Beautiful, thank you. George, can I come to you, please? What would you? Thank you. Okay. I definitely have a gentleman here for you. Just waiting for him to build up. Okay. This gentleman I have is quite methodical, is it? Reads. He's methodical, yeah. And I'm looking at you. I'm looking at him. I think I've got two people here already. Come on, split up for a minute, please. I've got a friend here, all right? And I knew I had a friend before I came here for you, all right? But the gentleman that's just first come to me for you now, he would read the paper. He was quite methodical. And he is either a brother or I feel he's or granddad, but I know that he's a family member because I'm looking at you, I'm looking at him. But I have a friend here as well in the spirit world. Okay, I've got to give you the name George. I don't know where George comes, but I just want to work with the gentleman that's coming first because the other gentleman has been with me today. But this gentleman, I would say, as I say, I feel it's a family member. I also feel with this gentleman, he liked his dinners on his table at the right time. You understand? Breakfast, lunch, you know, the woman looking after him, yeah, that's how I feel. But also with this gentleman, he wasn't a talker. He was more studious. So it would be somebody that stood back more or sat back, I feel, because I feel there was an indent in his chair where he used to sit. I've got an open fire as well, a coal fire, so I know that we're going back in time, either granddad, uncles, or something like that. I also feel with this gentleman that, yeah, he's definitely a thinker, You have to wait a minute. And I feel his passing would have been his lungs. That would have been, okay, thank you. He's shown me like, you know, when you get water on the lungs, emphysema, isn't it? Yeah, or something like that. It's something like, yep, that would do, yeah. So I know that it would be in the lungs that took him over in the end. All right. I also know with this gentleman that I don't think he tolerated youngsters so much. I don't think he tolerated youngsters. I think he preferred more people, but I don't think he even preferred people. I feel that if there's children around, they should be seen and not heard. All right. Can you take this gentleman? Right. I feel it's a family member. Yeah, I do feel he's a family member, but I don't think he was that sociable, you know, but he just liked things clockwork. What did you used to do? He was working with intricate, very little things. I don't know whether it's clocks or he's working with something small. He's showing me. Do you take that? Because I'm working with little spindles and little, yeah. I feel I'm going back in time with this gentleman. He takes me to, right, those doors at the back there, they're mahogany, aren't they? I think. And he's showing me mahogany furniture, old-fashioned furniture. Big like, so I know that he liked nice things as well. And he's saying that's why I didn't like kids. That's what he's saying. All right, but that's not what I'm feeling with him. Right, I need to go to your friend now, so we can't leave him out. Okay, let me just clear. All right, thank you. Right, this gentleman that I have, he comes in on friend link. I know with him that he passed.
You're fine.
That's all right. I know he passed very quickly to the spirit world. All right, and I feel as though I've got to get rid of that man's energy. I feel that he went to spirit world quickly. This gentleman on a friend, he keeps taking me to trains, so I'm not quite sure what that means. But as you know, we give what we're given, and I dismissed it just now when he's brought it in again. So I've got to go something to do with trains, whether he liked watching trains, whether he had a little train set, I do not know. But he's taken me trains, so I can see bigger trains than little trains. He's taken me to trains, whether he liked watching trains, I don't know whether he used to go on trains. I don't know, I just feel that maybe he had an interest in trains. Oh, okay, thank you. Right, I feel it's more the steam train. I think that's where his interest was. Yeah, more the steam train. Okay. Now, as I say, I feel this gentleman would have gone quite quickly, straight away, very quickly. But also, I feel with this gentleman, I feel as though I'm a little bit of more upbeat than the other gentleman that I have, your family member. I feel I'm more upbeat with him. I feel I could have a good conversation with somebody. Yeah, so there was an intelligence there where it was a good conversation. And he's, I don't know if I'm in an office or, I don't know, I could be in an office somewhere for work. Yeah, I could be either doing paperwork or use my brain, definitely using my brain with this gentleman. I don't know if this gentleman would have been in the army as well in his younger days. All right. I feel I've got a bit of authority with me. I don't know if I was in the army. I feel somewhere here, I think you've got something to do with the police force. So I don't know if that's where he's talking about. But I know there's some sort of authority with him, this gentleman. Does that make sense? Because I can see a puzzled face. Right, oh, so they're joining. Okay. There was no point in me standing this side and no, you can't place him as a friend, a colleague. I know he'd like a little drink. So I know that after work, sometimes he would have a drink. I don't think he made really old bones. I need to bring in prostrate. Need to bring in prostrate. Then if he wasn't in the army, can you understand some authority? Right, so yeah, because I couldn't work out if he was in the army, whether he was in the police force, whether there was an authority. He was in authority. Yeah, right, okay, so you've got him now. Lovely. Okay, he's got the most beautiful smile. All right, his face is lit up now that you've recognised him. All right, because it's been some time since he was here on the airplane, he says. All right. And but he's just come through to be reminded, yeah, that keep up the good fight. Yeah, that's what it's coming through with. Keep up the good fight, whatever that means to you. All right. I feel that would be his what he would say. Keep up the good fight. Yeah, keep going. I don't know whether it's him or you, but one of you have got eyes in the back of your head. Both. All right. Okay. He's talking about eyes in the back of your head. All right. Okay. Lovely. And let's see why he's come through. Have you been having a few chest problems? Somebody around you? No? No. Right. I've got a heavy, the heavy chest. Yeah. Okay. I know you've been ill. I know. Me, Lynda, knows. Yeah. I know you've been, and that would be to do this part of your body. Yeah. I can't remember. It's just come to me that you was ill. Okay. Would you understand? You need to keep an eye on things. Yep. And keep an eye on things. Because even though there's the good fight, there's also being sensible and looking after yourself as well. Does that make sense? Good. Lots of love from these two gentlemen. And I'm glad you recognise them. Thank you for working with us. Well done. Or do you want to do more?
You're in your window, so you can see.
All right,
You've
okay.
got 10 minutes.
Oh no, I'll
With
do
whatever you
more.
want.
I can do more. Thank you. 10 minutes, okay. Oh, I need to come to this lady here. Can I work with you? Yes. Yeah? Okay, so I have a gentleman who's impatient, stood beside you, all right? Can't see he's a big man at all. He's quite a smaller man. And you're quite petite yourself. And I feel this gentleman would have been, I'm going to put him about 5'8", 5'9", this gentleman. All right. And, excuse me, there would have been medication that he would have had to take or later on in life. There would have been the medication, because he's just given me that. Oh, excuse me, take that away now. Would you understand with you as well as medication? Yeah, gives you terrible indigestion. Yeah, all right, so you can take that back. I don't want that. So this gentleman is here. Would you understand this gentleman being on a father link with you, please? Yeah, because he says I'm father. So I feel he would come in as, I feel there's a little strictness with him. Would that make sense? Yeah, I feel there's a strictness, because normally when they come through as dads, they're a bit more warmer. Yeah, but father to me is like, you do as I say, really. I know with this gentleman also that, all right, he would wear a hat. I've got somebody with a hat, all right, little peak hats. Does that make sense to you? I can't see it, but he's talking about it. Then would you understand a peak? I think it's a peak hat. There were flat hats. It's tweedy type. Yeah. So I'm being shown it now, but can you take that? Because I don't know what that is. Okay. Would you understand that you are getting cold now? You're getting very cold. Yeah. And I think that's why the hats come in, because it's like put a hat on, because that's where you lose all your heat. All right. I feel this gentleman would have been a bit like that, trying to tell you what to do and to keep warm, and he would have good advice there as well. He's taken me to here. Would you understand the pain here, please? Or an ache? I don't know whether with you, somebody around you, or with him, or somebody else in the spirit world, but I know I've just got this ache that's just come in here. All right, I know you can, but it's just finding it, all right? What that is. All right, could you understand gallstones? Would you understand that's somebody in spirit, gallstones? Right, okay, that's, and that was more female, wasn't it, than male? Male, okay, all right. Just hold that, because I know I've got this pain here and it's not gone away. So it's a male, all right. But in those days, when there was gallstones, when you had gallstones, they didn't do things like they do now. You had to put up with it, yeah? I have a lady with it. Definitely got a lady here with it. All right, in spirit worlds. All right, I'll leave you to think on that anyway, because now it's gone away. All right, no, that's gone away. And would you understand with yourself that there's a need to look at your food now, your diet? Yeah? Okay, a bit boring, isn't it, that? Yeah, okay, because that's, I think that's something to do with like the gallstones as well, because when you have gallstones, you have to sort of be a bit careful with what you're eating, don't you? This gentleman, the lady with the gallstones. Right, the lady with the gallstones, she must have had something wrong with her head. Her thinking weren't straight, because I can't think straight, and what's coming out my mouth isn't what I want to come out my mouth. So I know this lady who had the gallstones, not what she passed with, but her head was, her memory went. All right. I don't know if this is more on a friend link than a family link. Okay. And right, I have to take that away. Take it away. Thank you. And the gentleman here, this gentleman's got a lovely smile, right? But as I say, sometimes you weren't quite sure what was going on behind the smile, if you know what I mean. But he's come through. I feel not giving me too much more. Would you understand there's somebody on the earth plane that you need to be a bit wary of, please? Yeah, because I'm just feeling that this is where you've got to be careful, because somebody's taken a lot of your energy, but that's in your thoughts. It is physically here, but it's also in your thoughts, and it's taken a lot of your energy. And you're being told, and you have free will here, but just to put things behind you, yeah, because there has been a misjustice done to you or your family members, but you have to just let that go and leave that up to the universe to work out and deal with, all right, because otherwise it's going to make you crazy. Yeah, does that make sense? Lovely. So I'm going to leave her love and the gentleman's love with you. All right. And say thank you for working with me. Thank you. Right, I'm going to leave that now. Thank
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen,
Thank you.
Lynda Rose. I'm halfway up.
Yeah.
Ooh. I wouldn't want to be you when you get home. The one thing that I always find about when a member of our family comes through is that they don't need to know who's getting the message to recognize that family member. Is that not proof and evidence or what? Wonderful. And yes, I'd forgotten the fact that there were pigs over the way from number 12 Newnham Street, where they had the market. Oh, he was famous for moving cars on, of course, but during the day it was a market, an animal market, where they used to trade the pigs and the cattle and everything. Yeah, you didn't mess with that. And Dad had to chase one down the street. There we go. So yes, and Granddad grew up with 11 brothers in the Pig and Whistle.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
So there's
Yeah.
a lot of connections.
with the pig.
there.
Yes. Oh, all I could see was the how they all the saliva coming.
Yes, yeah. And you paid our mutual grandmother compliments. I will say that you wouldn't pay her as many compliments if on a frequent occasion you had your fingers stuck in mustard because you bit your nails. Because that was another thing she did. But there we go. A wonderful demonstration. I'm sure we'd all agree. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Lynda. So from all of us, one more time, a big thank you to Lynda Rose. Well, friends, we are coming to the end of the evening, of course, but we do have some cucumber sandwiches. We also have some roast beef sandwiches too. Be reminded that we will be getting Alan's cable out as well after the service. Stop looking at me like that. We will be getting Alan's cable out as well after the service. Can I just say to everyone at home, it's been lovely watching the conversation. Sorry I haven't been as heavily involved, but that would have meant leaning forward a lot. But it's lovely to see the community continue online as well. And that's what spiritualism is all about. It is about community. It's about connection. It's about love. And yes, you haven't broken the duck yet either. But we have got sandwiches, we've got tea and coffee, there's biscuits, there'll be healing. And of course, we've got the raffle, of course, in a moment, where the star prize is a pineapple. I love seeing a big old bit of fruit on the back there. I remember I brought Mara once, and then somebody else brought Mara. I think pineapples. There was something else that we had on there that was a little bit out the way. Yeah, coconuts. We've had a lovely bunch of coconuts on there as well. But that's part of the fun and the upliftment. We are close approaching the end of the year, though, my friends. There will be 2 services this year where we are not here. So there'll be 2 weeks where there will be no services. Because ironically, the 25th of December is a Thursday. So there will be no service on Christmas Day or the week after. But we will be back the week after that. I think it works out on either the 1st or the 2nd or something, doesn't it? I'll double check that. But we will be back, obviously, the week after that. But all of the details will be posted online, and we'll have a list on the table in the next couple of weeks, just as a reminder. But next week, he did confirm, didn't he? Next week, we look forward to welcoming back once again a lovely gentleman who's a true spiritual warrior. So please do come and support David Shazier, who will be back once again. And I know he's been globe-trotting, but he is back. Back in Blighty and in the cold, just to come and see us. So do come along and support him. A lovely, lovely guy. But one last time, back to tonight. A big thank you to our friend, Lynda Rose. And so, I didn't do too bad putting the tablecloth back with my stick, did I? That was like, pull the tablecloth along and then push it back with my stick. You didn't see that bit. Let us close this evening in prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, Divine Universal Source of all, we thank you. We thank you for this opportunity to blend, to come together. And we recognize and affirm that in many ways, although we have a personal responsibility, when it comes to the connection with Spirit, we are not entirely in charge. For we know that it is that community of spirit between the earth and in heaven that builds a stronger bond of love, of light, and of kinship. As we go out into the world, let us reaffirm that message of courage and strength and connection, and also remember that in times of difficulty, that we need not ask for the mountain to be moved, but simply ask for the strength to climb, and know that we are here to drag each other up that mountain as we go. And so, until we meet again, which will of course be in your name, Great Spirit, I ask for a blessing to be placed on each person here present, and the friends and families that they represent. Until we meet again, in your name, Amen. And that, as they say, is that. I will just reference that it's fortunate that we don't have a service on Christmas Day, because the penultimate 3 episodes of Stranger Things get released on Christmas Day, so I will be kind of a little bit busy. Yes, I'm a geek and I don't mind admitting it, but if at the end of the day, if it got running up that hill back in the charts, it did a good thing. So friends, do stay for tea, coffee, cucumber and roast beef sandwiches, not together but separately. So there's either cucumber or there's, I'm right with that one, isn't I? Because I know, yeah. So there's either cucumber sandwiches or there's roast beef sandwiches, or you can make yourself a double decker. I don't mind. That'd be a good one. But thank you for coming. Thank you all for supporting. And we are going to say goodnight to everybody at home in a moment. It's been lovely being with you all and amongst you all, and wonderful watching the conversations. But for now, from all of us here to all of you out there, I've put Caroline to sleep. I know, I'm only kidding. From all of us here to all of you out there, after 3. 1, 2, 3. And God bless you all. We're off to tuck Caroline up and give her an hour's kip before she goes home. Good night, God bless, and we'll see